So we'll start with a quick introduction where you introduce yourself, tell your school's name, your curriculum, and that's it.
Yeah. My name is Abigail Kaira Fernandez, and I'm from Gems Sarah English High School, Dubai. I currently passed out of grade 12 just a few weeks back, and I'm looking forward to pursuing medicine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to pursuing medicine. That's it. Yeah. And I'm from India. I'm from a CBSE curriculum school. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that. Now, the second one is, could you tell us a little bit about which university you got selected into and what program are you going to pursue in that university?
So currently I'm admitted to Charles University, first faculty in Prague, and I'm going to be doing the medicine and surgery program, which is of 6 years, yeah, at the university.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So, Abigail, could you also a little bit elaborate as to which options you had applied to? Okay, how many options, and why particularly have you shortlisted to Charles First Faculty? Give us, maybe one or two pointers, but what fascinated you a lot about the university.
University, yeah. So basically, I think the five Czech universities package that had Charles University first faculty. It had HK, the one that had the Kralov. Then it had Masaryk University. There was Palaki, and yeah, and I think I taken also Italy along. So from Cattolica, I taken that as well. So totally, I had five universities in my kitty. Yeah. And I particularly went forward with Charles University is because, firstly, the because it was mainly because of the time frame. I didn't have a lot of time to choose the other universities. I didn't get into HK, so that was anyways ruled out. Masaryk, they had a very short deadline, so my basically the results for first faculty, they came in quite the same time when Masaryk's deadline was ending, so I didn't have an option to take that as well. And Palaki, well, I had first faculty, so I would rather go with first faculty than choose Palaki. So first faculty was my first preference there. And for Italy, well, definitely I do want to go there, but I'm currently on the waiting list for Italy. So yeah, that's also there, like backhand. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so you mentioned Charles is what you have shortlisted. Could you let us know why Czech Republic? I mean, now, like, of course, you might have had other countries also in mind that you want to proceed to. So, could you let us know? I mean, you did clearly mention that you want to apply to Czech and Italy, but why particularly Czech Republic? Is there something that you really like about the country?
Yeah. Czech Republic, firstly, because it has one of the top universities in the world. So, considering the fee and considering the rank of the university, it was definitely a good choice. Also, another reason definitely why I gave more weightage to Czech Republic is because I had seniors go into Charles first faculty as well as in the one in HK. So definitely, like considering that there was a significant Indian population as well, with a very good experience over there in Czech Republic, I definitely went ahead with Czech Republic there. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Next, now, I mean, of course, there are like a lot of education consultancies in Dubai that offer medical programs to different universities. So, could you highlight a couple of points that you really liked about our agency that you immediately made a decision of proceeding with us?
Um, the reason why I went with Gyanberry is like, firstly, I got to know Gyanberry through through my school. They came to my school initially. Then I went in for a webinar at, I think, Millennium Hotel. I went in for there was a meetup over there. So I saw that compared to other agencies, Gyanberry had a lot of options open. So like it had significant options in Europe, then in like in Russia, there was Czech, there was Italy, there was Hungary. So a very diverse, like a lot of diverse options were there. So if not one, you could definitely go to the other, like depending upon your price range. And so that's the reason I thought that it would be much more wise to go with Gyanberry, considering the variety of options that you can open a lot of doors. So that's why, yeah, I went with it.
Okay, that's a very nice feedback. Thank you for that. I mean, we're just so
Yeah.
happy that we could, give you so many options that you can choose.
Option. Yeah.
That's great. The next one is I think you had a session with us around March last year, around March 14th, and you
Yeah.
were in touch with us from quite a long time. So I'm sure before getting in touch with us, you might have done your bit of research and you might have looked into different universities. I just wanted to know, after the session that you had with us in March, do you think it was a very helpful session? It gave you a lot of clarity, and probably you didn't know about certain countries and then you got to know about them and you were more interested to know more about it.
Yeah. Because the Zoom call which I had, I think with a Gyanberry representative, like a counselor, right? Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. So I think I had that, I think, if I'm not wrong, twice. Once with the counselor, and there, yeah, like she gave me a variety of options. She asked our budget, everything, and all. And then she, like, based on what we required, like, she definitely told us, like, the good options to go with. And it wasn't like, she just, blacked out like a certain kind of, like, some kind of information or anything. It was very transparent when she told us everything. So, you don't like get to know something later once you apply for the university and all. So I think it was very informative, and she did like a pretty good like a good job, like, in explaining it to us. And I think she, like, that helped definitely first step, to make the first decision. And yeah, she also shared her contact number, I very well remember. And that's how I got in touch back again after a few months. Yeah, and yeah, it was overall very good. Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure whoever took your counseling must be they will feel very happy when they hear this feedback from you. So for
And
that,
also, like to mention, I think very patient they were. And after her, I don't know, there was another lady who again I spoke to, and she also was like super, very, very, like, I would ask her, pester her with a lot of stuff. Oh, it was you. Okay. Oh, it was Pooja. Okay, Pooja. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I do remember I pestered you with a lot of questions and all, but you were very patient and you kept following up. So that was also very appreciated. Yeah,
no
I
problem.
remember.
So we meet now. Like we always used to only talk on the phone, and now you see me. So you have not
Yeah.
me at all. It was just
Yeah.
me doing my job. So don't worry about it. As long as we were able to help you with your queries, we're more than happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one I would want to know is, okay, so can you like tell us a little bit about what makes a successful application? Like, is there any tips or suggestion you would like to provide your juniors who are going to now go and apply to universities?
Yeah. I think, like, the biggest tip I would give is that, when you see the university, don't directly have your eyes on it. Like, first do, like, this surface level information isn't enough for choosing a university. Definitely go in depth, like, try to get as much as information as you can. Take opinions from everybody. If you know someone who's over there, like, take opinions from them and then make a decision. Because what I felt is like it was for me also, like, I didn't, like, although I had like people around me and all, like, for me, when I saw the I was like, oh, it's like wonderful. So I just had that surface level information in the beginning, but I, like over the course of time, I definitely realized that no, it's not that much. You need to still keep going, understanding, better. And then it's like a gradual process. You can't have it just once. You need to go, like, have that process of understanding and then making your decision. So don't be in a hurry to make a decision. Like, give yourself time, because you never know, some things you might like in one university, but like, you might find like a better option in another university. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, that.
that's a very nice suggestion. I really
Yeah.
hope you take that. The next one would be is, I mean, of course, we have tried our best to keep you prepared for these exams and, give you all the materials that's needed. But, along with preparation, we also know that keeping in touch with you is very important. So
Yeah.
we have tried to like arrange webinars and get you connected with universities just so that you have your part of queries clarified. And we've also arranged these mock exam sessions. So I wanted to know, do you think these sessions that we've arranged have helped you to get a better understanding? Like, for example, MMI interview was a very new thing for Charles First faculty this year, and it's also for you as a student. So we tried our best to get you connected for the webinar so that you get a better idea about it. So do you think these helped you to better prepare for the entrance and the MMI interview?
Like honestly speaking, I think that MMI was definitely one of the like that interview was a complete game changer like, for me. Like when I got to hear from the students, because like when I first heard about it, I like for me I never heard of this word MMI because I was not a UK applicant, so I don't have any information about it. So when they explained about it, like that's when I understood like it's not like just a one-to-one conversation that you're having, or it's not like this the traditional interview that you generally have. Yeah, it's a very different thing altogether. So yeah, that definitely helped, and it definitely gave us this route map to where you need to get your resources from, and from which sites do you have to go. And if I'm not wrong, I think even Sukanya, like she had also sent in some links before our examination for preparing for the MMI. So those links also helped a bit and all. And yeah, you're like you're prepared well in advance about what you're going to be seeing. So if you have that, that's more than enough. Yeah. So it definitely did help and give good insight on what to expect. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And in that, like, because you've been talking about MMI, could you also let me know if, I mean, let us know in generally, is there something that students could prepare for, like, before giving the MMI interview, what all things they can refer to in order to better prepare them for, MMIs?
MMI. Firstly, I would like tell them is that do not prepare for like how you would expect. Like, don't prepare on yourself. Like, what's your name, what's your hobbies, what's your skills, what's your strengths, and your weaknesses. Do not prepare on all of that, because that's not what you're going to be asked. So, like, what I did for my for preparing for my MMI was that I went through different like MMI links online. I think there are abundant resources to prepare for MMI on it. So, like, don't like go like religiously practice each one of them, but have like a clear like based on these the real life application questions. Understand like how do you have to answer them, and like what like try to show both sides of the coin when you're answering. Do not just give one kind of do not just give one argument, rather have both, like show both the sides of the coin. And also another thing that I would say is that when you're answering, like whether you answer right or whether you answer wrong, have your facts justified for it. Do not just say anything very blindly, because when you say blindly and then when you question back on it, you do not have an answer to it. Like you cannot really justify why you said that. So yeah, that's another tip. Because I remember that although like my interview, like I was a bit skeptical about whether I said the right answer or not. I knew that for whatever answer I said, I definitely had my justification. So I think that's important, like that students should keep in mind, that do not just blindly answer something. Have your like give it a thought, what you're saying is right and why you're saying that. Yeah.
Wow, that is one very, very deep insight, which students should indeed keep in,
Yeah.
because yeah, sometimes to impress we say a lot of things we're not sure about, but that's
Yeah.
so that's a very, very good point you've covered. And I'm sure it's going to help a lot of students in the future. So thank you very much for that insight. Secondly, just tell us about, you were managing your school assignments, homeworks, tests, etc. Plus, you had to prepare for the entrance exams also. So how did you manage the workload? Like, could you give any, just tell us more about how did you plan your day or your month?
Uh, Well, for me, what I did is like I went well in advance. So I got my comprehensive material from Gyanberry, and I was like for the first days, I think few days, I took time to just go through everything, like just skim through it and just see what exactly do I need to prepare on. And then after going through, like understanding that what I actually have to achieve, that's when I went into detail and studied everything. And I went through the material. I looked at, I think I also looked at the sample papers, because if like the sample papers, I think were very important, because you then know that what you need to concentrate on. So I was going through the sample papers a little bit, and my ideal day, I think it would be like finish up my school work and then do a small part of the material. That would be like something that you would have to do on that day. And I think set weekly targets, like what you need to achieve within the week. And another thing that I also did, I think, was I would take notes, because when I take notes, the day when, like before the exam, I can't definitely sit with everything, right, all the material over again. So I think I took notes, and so like that was, I think, very helpful for me for the exams, because I would just like read through it and then I'm ready for the exam, like, yeah, I didn't have to like read all over again. So that was one thing also that I did. And I think most of it, like what if as from a CBSE student's point of view, what I did at school was pretty much what was there in the material also for me, like in the comprehensive material. So it was just more like revisiting the topics. Yeah.
Okay, that's really good information. So since you covered up the comprehensive material, I would like to just know, how do you think they were? Like, do you think they were very helpful for you? How were the mock exams? How were the sample papers or the reading material? Do you think that was something that helped you big time?
Yeah. Like when I initially saw the comprehensive material, like again, as I said, that I just went through like the first few days when I got the material, I just went through it to like see what I was going to get into. And what I noticed is that a good amount of it was from my books, like it was from my CBSE books. So I was like, I don't need to then again read my books, my CBSE books again. Yeah, because everything is in that one material. So there's no point like me reading it once again. And so the material which I had, I like it definitely helped me to strengthen my concepts, because like especially I think the genetics and all of that, that was something that was a little weak in my books, in my CBSE books. So it big time definitely helped me, the genetics part and the biology part. Biology, I think, was a big booster. So like whoever compiled that biology stuff over there, I think they deserve like a big round of applause, because it definitely, it was a very good overall like you could understand everything. And I think not just for the exams, I think as a future medical student you need to know that. So yeah, it did help me, it helped me understand all my concepts once again. And also the sample papers, I think they were very useful, because like I know then, what I'm going to see again in the paper. For Masaryk University's exam, the sample papers, they were quite good because they were a little bit more challenging. So to understand about that, I think that was good. Yeah, the comprehensive material overall, it benefited me. And I think I was glad I took the material up because it made my work more easier anyways.
Perfect. So that's very nice. So you do recommend more and more students to take the comprehensive material, which will help them prepare for the exams, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's one thing which is very nice. Last and but not the least, we have this question where we just want you to kind of summarize your overall journey with Gyanberry. Tell us if there's any particular person you liked working with, or any particular instant that made you happy. Just feel free to share it with us. We would be more than happy to hear it.
Yeah, I think overall, like I'm very glad. I think I went ahead with Gyanberry because I think from 2019 onwards, like I've been in touch with Gyanberry, and I think the whole experience, if you see, it was very comfortable. It was very reassuring, And I think to mention, I think definitely Sukanya, she would be someone, she's just been like I've been asking her a lot of questions. I'm a person who actually asks a lot of questions. Yeah. So when I ask her questions, I think one good thing is that you get a very immediate reply. You don't have to wait for a long time. It's not like I don't think even I waited for about 5 hours for a reply. I've got it like within 2 hours, 3 hours, very quick replies. And I think that's very important, especially when you're in that stress, you tend to ask a lot of questions and you want answers also very fast because you're in that mental overload, you're like stressed a bit. And it's very reassuring when you get a reply very fast, from one of the representatives. So I think like that's very good, the communication between the university and between sorry, university, Ganberry and the students, I think it's very smooth. So that's very good. Like that was very good. That's very well appreciated because of the speedy replies. And yeah, overall, I think like there are no regrets, because they have been like very supportive. They themselves have lent help, when you require it. And it's yeah, like I think like Gyanberry is definitely recommended for students who are looking forward to applying in like different parts of Europe. It's definitely a good choice. And you will get all the assistance that you require. Like there's like your questions will be answered, you will get support when you require it. And you can just feel free. That's what I felt, because initially I was very hesitant to ask questions because I thought that maybe I don't want to pester someone. But not even once did I ever feel that they were kind of annoyed about me asking a lot of questions or something. It was pretty nice. And you can go offbeat and ask them questions. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll help you in whatever way possible. Yeah.
That's very, very kind of you, Abigail. You've literally covered every aspect all the way from, from the start when you had connections with me or with Miss Shri, and then you went to Miss Sukanya and you've appreciated everyone. Thank you very much for that. It means a lot. And I'm going to definitely let Miss Sukanya know about this because she's going to be very happy. So,
Yeah, I think she
again,
deserves that also, yeah, because like the amount of work I think that she's doing. And the like she I think like I kind of like whenever I would ask her anything, like within a few minutes, I would say I would get a reply. And that also, I think, because if I'm not wrong, I think your working hours are 5 or 6, right? It ends, right? Yeah, but she would like go off office hours also to reply. So that's also quite good, yeah, of her.
that's very sweet. Thank you very much. And this is what we've always been trying. And you're happy. You're just no complaints throughout the entire journey. This is what we want. And I would like to congratulate you once more. It's a very big achievement to get into Charles first faculty. It's one of the most top ranked university and reputed university. So among the top hundreds, you are one of them. So that's very good. So all the best to you and your family.
Thank
Congratulations.
you so
And I
Thank
wish
you.
you all the best. I hope everything goes good for you. And if there's
Yeah.
anything, just feel free to let us know anytime.
Yeah.
We're more than happy to help you.
Pooja, I just had one suggestion, like which I felt like it would be definitely helpful to like future students, is that if when like because as far as I remember, like when I got my list of universities, right, and was choosing my dates, like I didn't know that. Like I would like normally as a normal student, I would expect like my like when once I get an offer left letter from the university, like I would think that, oh, the offer letters like to choose between like for like around 2 months. So within those 2 months, you can maybe choose. But I didn't quite know that, Czech universities, their offers are like only for a week or two. Yeah. If you have noticed, their offers are like very for a very short duration, and within that time you need to make a decision, right? So like probably if like students know well in advance that, oh, okay, you're going to be given only this much time to make a choice. So students can choose their dates little more wisely, when they are making a decision. Because I think there's an Jan and there's an April semester, right, where you make where you choose your dates for the exam, right? So, like in my experience, what happened was that my Masaryk dates, like when I got my result for Charles, Masaryk was just slipping off my hand. Like I think it was very close. Yeah. So if, like, by God forbid, like if Charles wouldn't have come, and like Masaryk would have also slipped off, and I would have been left with nothing in that period of time. Yeah. So like just like, if this, like a small suggestion, if like you guys could provide the dates, or like a tentative time period, that, oh, okay, between one, like you'll have to make your decision within 1 week. So students will have a better idea of when to choose their dates for different universities, so they don't miss out on any, like they're not left with nothing in the end.
Yes, I
Yeah.
completely agree. So let me just, of course, this feedback will be short to the admission team. They will
Yeah.
hopefully frame it for the next students. So thank you very
Yeah.
much. Every single suggestion, tips given by you is very well noted. And I hope the students are also going to really like whatever you have said, and it's going to help them in the future. So
Yeah. Thank you so much.
thank you very much, Abigail. Take care.
Take care. You too. Bye bye. Have a good day ahead.